out the grind, yeah.
Oh shit, what's good? What's good? What's good? I had to do a lot this morning and I was mad tired and didn't want to do it. But I got it done. But I am forgetting something. Hold on. Okay. Shit. Okay. What's good, everybody? Well, everybody was good. Everybody, clap your hands. What is good? With the people in the building, who's up in here? Salute to you, Skills. What's good? I didn't even know that was you sitting on the couch beside Just. But what's good with you? Salute to you, Big Mike Biggs boxing up in the building. What's good with you? Roderick Thompson, what's happening with you? Mr. PSA Crush the Legend is in the house. What's good with you, Aunt? Peace and blessings to you, Omega Red. How you doing? That's what's good. I'm glad you came through. OG Eric and the STL is up in the place. Shadow 979 was good with you. What is good? What is good with my peeps in the building? Salute to your condo. LDBC or nothing in the super chat. Definitely appreciate you. Say blessings, First Lady. Ashley, hashtag LDBC. What's good with you? What's good with you? JD, what's good with you? Said Ashley, long time no see. Long time. Long time. Been a long time. Yeah. I know, right? I was like, that's Skills. What's good with you? What's good? Salute to you, Sheldon, LDBC or nothing in the house. What's good with you? Showing that good old liquor. 1884 liquor. Picasso, what's good with you? Okay. That's what's good. Love yourself. Salute to you, DOG215. What's good with you? What is good with you? All right, bro. We got a lot to talk about today, and I'm not even really prepared fully. I'm not fully prepared, but we're gonna get it done. All right, Uncle Nearest, that's what that is. Yeah, I don't even think they sell that shit around her. They might, but I don't think so, man. I would have peeped it before. I would have already seen it. But it's a couple of things I want to talk about, and it's a couple of things that I want to react to, like some of these interviews that's going on, and press conferences or accesses that's going on. Salute to you, Big Dog Willie. What's good with you? Birthday twin, I appreciate that. Thank you. I think somebody else. I appreciate you, Skills. You can't find it anymore? Damn. I can't let you have a good thing, huh? Can't let you have nothing good. Let me bring up these other sites ahead of time now, since we so fresh into the show. Let me bring it up. I think it was... That's one. Give me a second, Trevor. What's the other one? Ryan is a hoe. I'm trying to say that, yo. He been a hoe. Been a hoe for ages. He came out as a no-name, and since people known him, he's been a hoe. Like, facts. Fucker's been hoeing for years. Shit's sad. Straight up ridiculous. For years, this motherfucker been calling Tank a bully. And when during the press conference, you talk mostly about shit that don't have to do within the ring. Mostly. Or you could say 50% of the shit that you was talking about, you was trying to be a bully. You've been trying to be a bully verbally for years. Shit's ridiculous. Where's this Ryan Garcia interview? I don't want the whole presser. I just want the interview. I know it's on Showtime somewhere. Show it to me. You know what I want. You know what I want. Damn, it's hot and shit. Whatever. Here it is. There it is right there. All right, I think I'm set. Thank you for being patient. I don't know, Yafa. You the one who came through here dropping the news that Tszyu was going to fight Taylor, and I was like, how? That shit crazy. You was the first person to drop that news. I ain't hear nobody drop it first. Anyway. Right. Nobody please hit the like button. Kizzy, salute to you. What's good with you? What's good with you, Queen? Akano, Ryan is going to die. Salute to you, just do boxing. What's good with you, cuzzo? What's happening? Supreme Beast Boxing Talk. What's good? He said, what's shaking? Shit. I'm taking a nap on Ryan. Yeah, I'll take a nap on that, dude. I'll take a nap for sure on it. Ryan Garcia is a fraud. Beating the shit out of Kuz. Oh, I ain't even know. You know the zone. But anyway, let's start off talking about the fights last week. I was on 78 Sports on Monday talking a little bit about Jarrett Hurd. I only really want to touch on two of those fights, and that's the main event and Jarrett Hurd. Jarrett Hurd should retire. I'm gonna get through this quick, okay? Jarrett Hurd is a Maryland native like myself. About 45, 50 minutes down the street. That's where he's from. And I just got to keep it 100 regardless of all of that. Salute to you, JD. Yeah, I say what's up with you. Terrible matchup. Horrible fighter. But Hurd should retire. The doctor stopped the fight for a laceration on his lip, to his lip. He had the Joker face. He couldn't even talk after the fight. And in the fight, he just looked like it looked like a charity event. It looked like a fighter that used to fight, but he got banged up too bad and he don't fight no more because the doctor told him he shouldn't fight, but he fought just that last time for charity. That's what Jarrett Hurd looked like in that fight. Just getting banged up, trying to be slick, trying to catch shots and use the Philly shoulder and roll off some punches, and it just looked bad. It wasn't working. Salute to you, Teach. It wasn't working. I don't understand why maybe his corner said something to him and he just didn't listen. But I don't understand why he kept coming out there fight the round after round with the same game plan. You wasn't doing. I mean, for him to be the bigger guy, and he had an 8-inch reach advantage on the no name, the who the fuck is this guy that he was fighting? Because nobody knew who the hell he was. Nobody knew who Resin was. Nobody. He went in there and put paws on, took his best shots at that. And the thing is, I didn't hear nobody saying, well, they should have just let the fight happen to let it go to scorecards. Everybody knew you was losing. You was losing the shit out that fight. Salute to you, John Q. What's good with you? What's happening? Salute to you, Teach. I think he should retire. I think he should do something else with his time and his money, because he's going to be not even a gatekeeper, because gatekeeper is just somebody that supposed to challenge you. Like, he's not even a challenge. He's somebody that'll help you get highlights under your shit. And he a name. He used to be a champion. That's what makes it even worse about Jarrett Hurd. Salute to you, 78 Sports TV. What's good with you? Say salute action in the chat. Salute to you. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's happening over here talking about what used to be Halloween Herd is now Pumpkinhead out this joint, and he need to retire. For real. He need to go on and get on before he gets spit on. For real. But the other fight I wanted to talk about was the main event, was Brandon Figueroa versus Mark Misagio, whatever his name is. Mark something or whatever. Sometimes I get it right, sometimes I don't. Salute to you, Boxing and Barbecue. What's good with you? I picked him to win the fight. It was for the WBC interim, and now Brandon Figueroa has to fight Ray Vargas, which I think he's going to walk Ray Vargas, yo. No bullshit. Especially if he fight on the inside, because Ray Vargas has no inside game. And yes, Ray Vargas is still the champion at 126. He kept that title and then went up to challenge for the vacant WBC at 130 and got spanked by O'Shaquie Foster. But yeah, and the thing is, Mark, yo, this is his second loss. Isn't it in a row? Like, I think he just lost to Ray Vargas, and now he just lost to Brandon Figueroa. You can see them trying to give him a spot, give him a title shot again. It would seem like they want him to be a title holder, you know what I mean? Especially after they, gave him the decision the way they did in a large margin when he fought Gary Russell for the title in the first place. Had it just for that fight and lost it the very next fight. And then he had a vacant title shot for the title. Like, bro, and he lost that too. But the man didn't come in at weight. Like, it's supposed to be a 126-pound fight, and he didn't come in. He didn't come in on weight. He came in over. I think it was 8 ounces overweight. They gave him not 1 hour. They gave him 2 hours, and he ended up making weight. And then we had a fight. But he put up a good showing, I have to say. I thought he was going to get dropped a few times. He was leaning worse than Gamboa was, when Gamboa basically had, he had a messed up Achilles. He was leaning hard as hell. Mark Misagio did horrible. Hype job with no decency to do in a ring interview. Yeah, you're right. He was that mad. He just went in the back. Salute to you, Cuzzo. What's good with you? D Free Sports Matchups, D Free TWT. DC is definitely in the house today. What is good? Hold on. I missed him. I salute to you, Ancestral Rage. What's happening? You know Ray Vargas is not that good on. So he's not. Ray Vargas, that's what I said. Like, I knew Ray Vargas was going to lose versus O'Shaquie. And I called that to a T. I just didn't know O'Shaquie's jab was that good. I just didn't know it was that good. I really didn't. My jab crispy as shit. For real. Yo. Boxing his ears out. It looked horrible. Ray Vargas looked like a fish out of water. In my opinion, ain't nobody beating O'Shaquie Foster at 130. Ain't nobody down there for him. It'll be all right fights to watch, and I definitely will watch him because I think he's very entertaining. But nah, bro, I ain't doing. I'm not even gonna hold you. That O'Shaquie Foster is the man to beat at 130, and if they don't duck him, or the people that beat don't try to shun him away from what he deserves, he's gonna be undisputed for real. For real. I can't wait till he fights somebody and he the underdog. Because I know he's going to win. All right, let's talk about Regis real quick, y'all. Regis had this interview. Okay. Here it is. Did I even write down a timestamp for that shit? It sucks if I didn't. Yes, I did. Okay. All right. All right, hold on. Let me set this up so y'all can hear what I heard. Look how he looking. The sun out in his face because the hat is down. So why is he looking like that? I was like, Regis funny and shit. Regis backpedal. Yo. Well, I'm going to play it for him, though. Salute to you, Macadocious, Mac of the South. What's good with you? Crazy how roles have reversed. Very much so. Very much so. Salute to you, HK Productions. What's good with you? You just won by KO. Okay, bet. All right. Let me present. I know how to do it. Let me see. Let me see. Here it is. Here it is right here. All right.
So, like, if it was you, how would you be able to kind of map it out?
I would want two, bro. I would want two fights. Listen, I like.
Hold on. I got to see if this worked. And it's the way I want it to be, and it didn't go over. Hold on, pimping.
I would want.
Let me see. Oh, my shit gonna freeze. Right when
two, bro. I would want two fights. Listen, I like.
Okay, yeah. So it's still played. All
right. I see on Twitter, you know, people say I'm ducking this, bro. I'm ducking that, because I don't respond to people. You know, they say Matias, I'm ducking Matias because I barely respond. I'm just so sick of responding to everybody, bro. So it's like, you know, I want to ask the fans, when the fans see this, like, what do you want me to do? What do y'all want me to go for undisputed, or do y'all want me to go for the big fights? Because they're two different things. Now, some of them could go hand in hand. Like, for me, I think that I want the big fights, and then I can maybe go for undisputed or something like that, because I think the big, like, say a big fight is, you know, I think me and Catterall could be a big fight. He doesn't have a belt. Me and Adrian Broner could be a big fight. He doesn't have a belt. The winner or the loser of Ryan Garcia and Javonte Davis, neither one of them have a belt, and those are all big fights, right? Who else? Teofimo. If Teofimo loses to Josh Taylor, he won't have a belt, but that's still a big fight, right? So it all, like, for me, it all depends. Now, if I can go, or I can just go for undisputed, go for the winner of. I can fight Matias. I can fight the winner of Puello and Rolly, and then I can fight the winner of Teofimo. But all those big fights, like if the Puello thing happens, if, you know, that's not really too much of a big fight. But if Rolly wins, then yeah, I think that could be a big fight between me and Rolly. Matias, I mean, it seems like a lot of people want us to fight, but is that really a big fight or no fight? I don't know. But either one, I'll fight him. And then obviously the Josh Taylor too. Me and Josh Taylor. If Josh Taylor wins, then I think that's the fight I would want more than anyone. You know, I've been saying that, bro. That's the fight I want more than any other fight, is the Josh Taylor too. If I can fight him the second time, that's the fight I want more than anything.
Oh shit, my bad. My bad. My bad. All right. Salute to you, Tay Tay. What's good with you, Queen? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening with you? We just looking like somebody before they go to the air. So I don't know why he was looking like that. Because the sun can't be in his face. Salute to you, Vote UK. What's good with you? What's happening, Captain? Jay Reddy, what's good? What's happening? Hold on. Nah, that's not duck talk. Those fights he mentioned are good fights. Yes, we're gonna talk about it. Regis starting to act like he is bigger than he actually is. We're gonna talk about that too. Either way he goes, in my opinion. Fuck. We can't hear nothing you said. Regis wants smoke. I rock with Louisiana, homie. That's home team. I know he wants smoke. Check it out, bro. All right. What I think about this, I'm going to tell you the champions right now. Regis has the WBC. Alberto Polo is about to fight Rolly. He has the WBA. The IBF, Matias just won that. And Josh Taylor's about to fight Tszyu for the WBO. Now, he spoke about Tszyu and he want to fight Tszyu. Regis got happy when Ryan Garcia said his name recently that he would want to fight him. Like, I think it's cap. Like, but he taking it serious. He was like, I hope it's serious. Like, I went right to the gym when I heard him say it. Like, it was motivation. I think he capped and Ryan don't want to fight no damn Regis Prograis. Yes, it is a huge fight. And that's another thing I want to say. That's not nothing to skim over. Salute to you, Mr. Gumbo, a.k.a. Hot Grease. What's good with you? It's been a minute. How you been doing? We doing sign language now? Yeah, because I muted like a motherfucker. He's about money. Regis Prograis has always said that he's a prize fighter. He's really not in here for all of that. Like, he's been said that shit. Like, he's about getting paid what he's worth and getting big fights. And getting big fights is the only way he's going to get paid what he's worth. So he understands the two. And that's a good thing for him to be, a fighter. A lot of fighters don't understand the two. They think that they can get big money without having big fights. And that just don't work like that. So I understand the reason why, and totally the reason why, that he wants big fights is simply for money. He is admitting to you that he don't care about nothing else but the bag. He said it before, and he's showing it right now by saying all the shit that he just said. He don't really care about having all the belts and fighting all the champions. If that's what y'all, for him to ask, but then turn around and say what he want to do, I'm glad that he's being open and even asks us for our opinion, even if he don't listen. You know what I'm saying? But I think he can do both. I really think he can do both. Unless he think one of the champions can beat him, he can still fight for them big fights. He can do both. That's the only thing that I'm thinking. Salute to you, Shawan Allah. Where you at? Somebody. There you are. Salute to you. What's good with you? It's good with you, Queen. Okay, yeah, I'm on. He's all right. Salute to you, Roger. But yeah, let me say, Regis Prograis doesn't really care about nothing else besides the money. That's why he said the name. Like, who cares about Tszyu? Who cares about Ryan Garcia? Jack Catterall is somebody who came to you and wanted to fight, so why not fight him? If you so-called are the boogeyman and nobody want to fight you and all that other shit, that's dead now because people is calling them out. So, I mean, if you want to make big fights, that's fine. You know what I mean? But from the people he named, like, that's big fights. Like, I don't think Jack Catterall is a big fight. Like, Jack Catterall, I understand, unless he's going to fight him in the UK, and good luck with that, because you might lose in the decision, just like you lost to Josh over there. But nah, man, like, I think you can do both. Like, a few of them names, them people can't beat them. Tszyu can't beat them. Ryan can't beat him. Like, there's a few names that he said in there. Them motherfuckers can't beat Regis Prograis. And they're not huge fights, in my opinion. Not that big. You know what I mean? Like, how much bigger are them fights than, well, besides Tszyu and Ryan? Everybody else that he named, how much bigger are those fights than Matias? And he's talked about fighting Rolly and being a big fight. If Rolly beats this dude, the dude that got the WBA, which I think he is, if Rolly beats him, then you'll have your wish. You should be fighting try to be fighting Rolly, but I honestly don't think Rolly's gonna want no smoke. Rolly is gonna hold that title and just talk shit like he usually do. He ain't gonna want to fight nobody. He don't want no smoke, for real. Salute to you, Lewis Hinton. What's happening with you? I'm glad you stopped by. Everybody hit the like button for me. Salute to you, sir. And Bob, been a little minute. Sistering, what's good with you? Trick Note, hey, how you doing? Good evenings. Richardson would take Regis to class. Man, that would be a great fight. I think Regis will end up hitting him and hurting my boy Richardson Hitches. I ain't saying, he'll take his ass out or nothing, but he'll hurt Richardson, in my opinion. He'll hurt that dude. Okay. But yeah, I think really that's mostly what it is when it comes to Regis Prograis. But let me keep playing this.
Else. So, yeah, bro. I don't know. For me, bro. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should fight go for undisputed because after, and I definitely feel like I could be undisputed, but after undisputed, then what's left? Like, what would I do? You know. So that's why I'm like
147, man.
maybe 147 and stuff like that. Yeah, that's right. We can say 147. I plan on staying at 140, bro. I really plan on staying at 140. I might go to 147, but I plan on staying at 140.
Are you gonna stay at 140 your whole career though? That's the question.
I think I can. The thing is, like, I actually can. Would I? I don't know, but I definitely feel like I can stay at 140 my whole career, bro.
Okay.
So, but if I do clean up, then it's like, all right, I guess I have to go up. You know, if I do clean up the division and become undisputed, then it won't be nothing left to do. So for me, I would want the bigger fights. Instead, I don't know, bro. I'm not even really worried about undisputed, bro, because I have a belt already. Maybe unified champion, fight Matias, fight Josh Taylor, and become unified. But to become undisputed, it's just so much. To become undisputed, bro, it's just so much. It's just so much work as far as on the business side. You know,
I just want to say I never heard nobody push and wanted Regis Prograis to be undisputed. We want him to fight certain fights, and if he fight Matias, fight Rolly, that's fine. Like, honestly, the two people, if Tszyu won, he want to fight him. If Rolly win, he want to fight him. So that just really leaves Matias, and that's honestly who we want him to see him fight.
It'd be so hard to make the fights, and I don't want to wait through that, bro. That's something I don't want to do. I don't want to wait to become undisputed. When it was when me and Josh Taylor and Ramirez, when Josh Taylor became undisputed, it was easy to make because me and Josh Taylor was in the tournament, and Ramirez and Maurice Hooker, they fought outside, and then after that, Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez, they fought each other for undisputed. But now it's no more tournament stuff, so it'll be the business side will just get in the way, bro. It'll just be too much. I think it'll just be too much like bullshit as far as like the boxing, the business side of things. So for me, bro, I rather the biggest fights. You know, that's still names. All the people I named are still big names that we can make fighting, that we can make happen without even becoming undisputed. But I don't know, bro. I really don't know which move I should make. Go for undisputed or go for the big fights. Because
I think he should land somewhere in the middle. You don't have to go for undisputed. Go for the big fights, and some of them fights in between, it can be title fights. Salute to you, Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease, in the super chat. Back again, he says, "Keep doing your thing, Ash. I'm just staying out of the way. Just want great boxing content and being sucker free. Keep doing you, fam." Thank you. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely appreciate the positivity. That's what I'm about. For real. Okay. Regis, bro. I have to say that I think you can do both, Regis. I don't think you should hold yourself to one particular standard. Especially when fights can be made during fights. You know, fights can be made before the time is, usually happening. Thank you, Trick Notes. I appreciate you. Salute to you, Skywalker Boxing, TWT, definitely in the house. What's good with you? I think he can do both. I honestly, and I don't know, but if he thinks Matias is a hard fight, he's talking like Matias ain't shit. But if he thinks it's a hard fight, save him for last. Like, you don't got to fight Matias next. You don't have to. You know what I mean? But I mean, you can fight Jack Catterall next. I don't think you should fight him in the UK though. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I don't think you should fight Jack Catterall in the UK. If you want to fight Jack Catterall, that's what's up. And the same thing that I said, I said the same thing pertaining to Devin Haney, because this is true about the weight class of 140. There's a lot of small names coming up that have big records and they're undefeated. When I say big records, I mean they have 18-0 and up. They don't have like they have 20 some fights. You know, Brandon Lee's one, and I keep bringing up Brandon Lee because I think he has enough talent. Well, he's talented enough to be out in the spotlight. They put him in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? They bring him up a lot of time. If anybody, the first person that beats Brandon Lee that's gonna be a little notch because he's undefeated, and people talk about him. Top Rank pushes him. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really, all the time, it don't matter what we think about a fighter. It matters what old media thinks about a fighter. Because a lot of trolls use old media tactics and old media saying to mess with diehard fans that know the real. Man, we're going to start fighting fire with fire. Salute to you, Talib Cunningham. What's good with you? Salute, Thrill Hill. What's happening? Hope you can get those fights. Just PBC drags their feet, but we will see. We definitely, I mean, that's Top Rank at one. It's a lot. It's Top Rank at 130. I mean, 140 as well. And even Top Rank fighters was acting like they didn't want to fight Regis, but Regis isn't signed with neither. I think he's signed with MTK, Pro Bellum or some shit, Vaseline company. I don't know who he signed with, but he ain't signed with Top Rank or salute to Cassandra. He's not signed with Top Rank or PBC. What's good with you, Queen? Low key agree. I like Brent. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? But you know, low key as well, he's for the pickings. Brandon is for the pickings, bro. Like, whoever beat him, he's for the picking. He good, but telling you, isn't Brandon Lee on PBC? No, I think Brandon Lee is Top Rank, though. I really think he's Top Rank. I'm not sure, though. Salute to you, Macadon 1. Nice picture. Nice picture. I like that. Not with Golden Boy. The way he moving. Right. No, for real. For real. And he got dropped his last fight against somebody that I didn't even know. For real. Brandon Lee good, but he did get dropped. Exactly. So, the first, PBC Ash. Okay, bet. So, the first part, tell me if I'm wrong. The first person that beat him, that has a name like Regis Prograis, Ryan Garcia, Tszyu, Devin Haney, freaking Richardson Hitchens, it's going to be a little notch because two of them fighters ain't even at one. Ryan and Devin ain't even there yet in that weight class. Tszyu just had 2 fights. And then Richardson Hitchens, you got a champion. Like, bro, when it comes to people that, I'll say this again, when it comes to people's record, and how people talk negative about people's record, it's because they'll have somebody you never heard of and they have over 5 losses. They've been knocked out every time they lost. Or they'll have 10 losses, never been stopped, but they just keep losing. You know what I'm saying? Got a bunch of losses or a bunch of stoppages. Would you rather see a bunch of those on somebody's record? Or would you rather see a bunch of undefeated people that you didn't hear about that has more than 20 wins, but they're undefeated? Which one's better? You can't really say nothing about the record. Even if you got one good name on your record, but everybody else lost 5 times or more. Even if you got one good name and the other person don't have no names, but everybody on a record has 20 or more wins and undefeated, no losses. Bro, when you got a record of undefeated fighters, you can't really say shit. That's what I was saying about Devin Haney, bro. He got wiggling room for the people that's his fans. Y'all telling you. And press, like, his team know. Devin know what's up. His father know what's up. Like, bro, he can go up there and fight these undefeated motherfuckers. Nobody can really say shit. They undefeated. It's not like they 7-0. These motherfuckers got 20-some fights. He can go up there and dust all of them motherfuckers off. I ain't gonna really say. What I'm gonna say? It's nothing really anybody can say about that. He went up there and didn't fight for a champion. Okay. He didn't fight a champion. He fought 3 undefeated fighters that was unbeaten, that Top Rank or somebody was talking about highly. Okay, now he's going to fight a champion. It's really nothing you can say. But if you go up there and fight Tszyu, I don't even care that Tszyu not even undefeated. But I don't even care, like, what position Tszyu in. If you go up there, Joan, fighting somebody that already has a loss, that don't have a title, it's going to look weird. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. But 140 got a lot of names that's there for the picking. Salute to you, Terry W. What's good with you? Oh, let me see. Yeah, you said with PBC. I got you. Also, Brandon got dropped. Yes, for sure. For sure we did. Yes. Top Rank is easy route. Easy street like a motherfucker. You might as well put that shit in parentheses. Top Rank, parentheses, easy street in the fine print. Salute to you, AJ64. Thanks for stopping by, pimping. Salute to you, Undercard Boxing. What's good with you? Did I miss you? I don't know if I seen you up there. All right. Brandon Lee, we know you have a good chin. It's time to step up competition. Yeah, man. Stop sticking your chin out there, throwing all them damn combinations and not even thinking about defense. 140 has so many options for great fights. Yes, that's why I made that video. Fighters at 140, you should know, was 17 fighters on that list. 17 names. And 90% of them were undefeated. 90. You still got Montana Love running around 140. Okay? You got a lot of people running around 140 that's undefeated and should not be undefeated. That's how I look at it. Salute to you, 88 Sports Talk. My bad. What's good with you? Brandon was ranked at one point, and I think he's completely gone from all rankings. Damn. I need to double check. I don't know why he should be gone. He shouldn't be gone. It's not like he lost. Yeah, my bad. I don't even know. I don't know. Hold on, wait. Yeah, I think I'm done with Cuzzo over here talking all sideways and backwards and shit like that. Want to talk about Tony Harrison and Tszyu really quick. I heard a lot of people that's pulling for Tony Harrison say that his gas is going to be the problem and he can't run out of gas versus Tszyu, and that's 100% correct, and I agree with it. But styles make fights, and I just wanted to say the people that he gassed out versus, in my opinion, is harder punchers. And not all of them are harder punchers, but when it comes to Charlo, I believe Charlo's a harder puncher than Tszyu. And I believe the work rate of the guys and the fact that they was throwing punches to Tony Harrison's body is basically the reason why he gassed out. Because I've seen Tim move around the ring and fight at his pace that he wanted to fight at, and not Tim, Tony. And fight at his pace that he wanted to fight at, and stand and trade whenever he wanted to, and he didn't gas out. He looked great, so it all really depends on he did lose. Who lost? He lost his last one too, Montana. So he did lose that fight. I thought they put it a no concept. In my opinion, he should have lost. Like, bro, you threw dude over top him up. But I'm saying, like, what I'm trying to say though. 140 got those in them. They got Brandon Lees and Montana Loves in that division. That's who they got over there. And their names, they ain't big names, but they names. There's somebody that can be dusted off. Super inactive. Super inactive. I got Tony by late stoppage. I think this is a 12-round fight, and I got Tony too. Business or bitches. And Tszyu, no. Why? See, the thing is, that's the only reason why. I'm not even gonna talk about that. I'm not going to talk about the stuff Tony Harrison says, bro. It's ridiculous. He's in the 14. He's ranked number 14 in WBC, and that is it. Dang, Brandon. See to you, Trap Media USA. What was in Charlo Gatorade battle that wasn't approved second win after? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know what was in this battle, man. I'm not going with the conspiracies. I don't know, man. I don't know what was in it. Water. Shit. I have no idea. My heart with Harrison, but no, it's going to be a difficult to sway judges. Yeah, especially because you're fighting over there in Australia. Herd's work rate was it's the work rate and the fact the punches is being thrown to the body. You got this man constantly moving and he's getting hit with hard shots. That is like the biggest reasons on why somebody would gas out. That is separate from their camp and how they worked out and trained for the fight. If it's not them being them the way they was training, then during the fight, those are the things that happen that can slow down the fighter and hurt a fighter as far as his gas, and it'll be straight up done. Dunsky. Cap Tony has stopped anyone in years. Hasn't stopped. No, I'm not. Hold on. Maybe you're talking to somebody in the chat. Because I'm talking about I was talking about Tim's power not being as hard as Charlo's power. Salute to you, Shade Girl 85. What's good with you, Queen? Tony couldn't stop his hairline receding. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This is going to be another Haney versus George. No. I think it's going to be better than that because that was a little dull fight. It was kind of dull. But I think it's going to be better than that. You know what I'm saying? And I think Tszyu is a lot better than, what's his name? Than Kambosos. I'm not even going to get that to him. I'm not going to do that to him. Tony got a win after that press conference, right after Ben saying and acting all like that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. You got it. He has to. 2013 was his last KO. Damn. Yeah, this run gonna go 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. But he better watch out for them championship rounds, boy. I know that much, Tony. You better watch out for the 11th and 12th. You better watch out for the 11th and 12th round. Salute to you, Detroit, BC. What's good with you? Glad you called me, man. What's good? Harrison has to jump on Tszyu early and take the crowd out of it. Right. Get about 4 rounds up in box. I like Harrison, but he has to put some snaps on it. Right. He need to put snaps on the paper. Right. I don't know about jumping on him, though, simply for the fact that Tszyu is more powerful than Harrison. And I think an early knockout will be a statement if he's trying to make one to Harrison by picking Harrison to fight in replace of Charlo. If he stop him in 3 or 4 under 5, that's a statement. So I think after 3 rounds, he should employ what you just said. After about 3 rounds, employ what you just said. Just 3 rounds. Just 3. Should only really be 2. You know what I'm saying? But if he can stick the jab and see how Tszyu reacts to his jab, man, he might be able to do what he wants. He might be able to treat that motherfucker like a sparring partner. Who knows, man? Don't really know. I got Tony winning 50-50. I'm going with the boxer over the presser fighter. Tszyu has a mean body punch, though. Yes, he does. And it's the work rate with Tim. Like, Tim don't really throw a lot of punches, but he's not a mover either. So if Tony Harrison can be about the jab and moving around, and if he don't keep up with Tony in the foot race or cut off the ring, he can still rounds by jabbing, for real. Like, he can really get in and out on Tszyu, and he can't really do nothing about it. Salute to you, NBA D. Nice. What's good with you? Say what's good, Queen. What's good with you? What's happening? Salute to you, PGA's Big Dog. What's happening? Okay. I wanted to make sure I got it rich. But yes. I think Tony has he should be very highly motivated for this fight because it is a big opportunity for him to, this is probably his last opportunity. I don't think he's a real old man, but I don't think he's in his 20s either. He moves around very good. I'm not trying to talk about his age or nothing. I'm just saying by the powers that be, the rankings and the people that is being pushed at 154, this might be a shot in the dark. Not a shot in the dark. This might be a shot that he won't get again. You know what I mean? Anytime soon, as far as a title shot or a chance to fight. I'm sorry, not a title shot because this ain't a title shot. A chance to fight Charlo because he can't. I don't think he wants to live with him going 1-1 with Charlo. He wants that Charlo fight. And this is the way to do it. If he beats Tszyu, he gets what he wants and he probably can sleep better at night. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Not saying he's got nightmares or nothing, but if this is something that's irritating him, he's not going to want to just turn his back on boxing and retire with this shit, this stain mentally in his head. Like he got to get that off. And I understand that. For a trilogy, and yes, a shot at undisputed. Yes, man, he should be ecstatic. He should be this should be all business right here. He should have took all training, I think he made weight comfortably. He looked good on the scale, just like he said. He get real small and he look like he all head, like he said. But he looked good on the scale. He looked hydrated. You know what I'm saying? He better be ready for this motherfucking fight, bro. He better be ready. And if he do win, I'm down to watch that trilogy in between him and Charlo. Hell to the yes. Hell yes. Now, when it comes to this press conference with Matter of fact, let me say, I watched real quick. I watched the David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant All Access. They had it, I believe, yesterday or this morning. I watched it this morning. I don't know exactly when it came out, but they had the All Access, and it was good. Like, I'm glad that they always show a little insight into the boxers, but I'm glad I watched it. You know what I mean? Caleb Plant had his little lowrider Impala going to the little car shows. That shit was fat. And his shoe collection is ridiculous, y'all. I liked it. All right. Caleb Plant got a nice ass sneaker collection, and he had a wall of basically like shoe boxes, but they were like the size of a shoe box, and it was just glass or plastic see-through frame, and you opened it like a damn bakery oven that you was about to get some donuts in, and that's his shoes, and it's all on the whole wall. I said, damn, Caleb. Respect. All right. Respect, because I like sneakers. You know what I mean? I'm not a sneakerhead to that degree. If I was that rich, I might be. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, that shit was fat. Salute to you, the Jab Jamboree. What's good with you? Yeah. Yeah, but that's what he said. He said he don't want to. He gotta fight Charlo again. Like that's what that motherfucker want. He want to fight Charlo again. Like fuck, regardless of all of that. He said, "Look, all that. I need to fight Charlo again." But damn, it's a lot of stuff. Might as well get to it, right? But that was a good All Access. If anybody didn't watch it, they should, y'all, just to make that short. Now, on to the meat and potatoes. Well, real quick, let me say this. Let me X that out. Real quick, let me say this, y'all. When fighters have their first press conference, right? And they don't talk about the fight that they're going to be fighting in. They don't really talk about, nothing else besides dissing. It's because that person don't have shit to say about the other fighter. Especially when the managers and the people from the team do it. When they don't have nothing to say about how a fighter fights during the fight, that's when they don't got shit. Just like how when Errol Spence fought a few different fighters and they was like, so how do you see this fight playing, or what do you got to do to win? This like Danny Garcia for sure said this shit, but a few fighters said this about Errol Spence. It was like, you just got to take him into deep waters. That right there is a general as fuck ass answer. Okay, you don't know how to beat him, so that's what you say. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to Ryan Garcia versus Tank, I see the same shit. Ryan ain't doing nothing but trying to be a bully verbally, but not really talking about boxing. And when he did, he sounds stupid. You didn't stop. You didn't stop Isaac Cruz, which is smaller than small. And that's another thing. But you keep talking about size and how tall people are and how short people are. Lets everybody know what's been painfully obvious for the last 5 years. I've been saying the same shit for a whole 5 years. This man think he can beat anybody that's short. Anybody. It's not about skills. The fact that he think he got pop in that left hand is fast and he's taller. Period. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay? It's been like that forever. He told on himself, and I'm gonna play this footage because I have to talk about the fact that I have to talk about the things that he said. It's a few things that I timed on Ryan Garcia's interview that I have to talk about. I got to. All right. But real quick, yo, people complaining about Tank's people complaining about Tank saying that he had a rehydration cause and all of that shit on Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia one day just came out the blue with a whole face full of hair, tattoos, had little veins, little he was all shiny and shit. Like, what the fuck? You just worked out and just boom. You worked out Canelo and got facial hair, muscles, and all types of shit out the blue. And he looked taller in those videos than he did without the tattoos before Canelo. Like, bro, you look like you grew taller at that in them damn videos and shit like that. I understand why why Tank thought he was so big, but I seen in his box rec, and you can see when I'm standing next to people that he's not as tall as no damn Barrios, bro. And they found that shit out firsthand. Salute to Miss Skywalker. What's good? What is good with you, Queen? What's happening? Appreciate you for coming through. Man, Ryan Garcia been calling out Javonte Davis since 2018 for sure. Probably before that. But he's been calling him out since 2018. It's been 5 years, okay? Ryan Garcia was at 130, I believe. Tank was at 130. He moved to 135. Tank was still at 130. He still called him out. It didn't stop. Tank moved up to 135. He was there, but a little MIA. Over at finally getting to the Canelo camp, and changing the way he looked. This motherfucker looked like Peter Parker. He went from looking like Peter Parker to Spider-Man when he came out that damn Canelo camp. And y'all surprised that he wants drug testing and the whole IBF rules of not coming in 10 pounds over the hydration clock. Like, bro, y'all, are you serious? And I understand when people talk about Canelo. Canelo did it, and they don't like that. First of all, Canelo was positive at one point in time. I don't care if he went back and they took a strand and he was straight. He wasn't positive no more. Okay, but he was positive once, right? And didn't they change the level of computer raw that he can have simply because he lives in Mexico? So let's not act like it never happened. Like nothing ever happened, and he didn't get bigger, get stronger, or nothing like that. This motherfucker just came out with power all of a sudden. But whatever the case may be. He says he can't make 135, but never had a fight at 140. That fight that he had with that to-go dude, that shit was at like a catch weight, wasn't it? And even if it wasn't at a catch weight, or no, not to go with the last fighter that he had. He's a fucking fighter at 135. Fedora, not Fedora. What's his fucking name? Fortuna. Fortuna's a 135-pound fighter. Used to be a 130-pound fighter. He's not a 140-pound fighter. This fight was up in weight like that because he didn't train for the fight. This is a money grab for him. He didn't even try. That's why his last fight is null and void. In my opinion, you should have stopped that motherfucker earlier than you did, because he wasn't even there to fight. He didn't even do shit. He was in that bitch fat as hell. Salute to what is it? Sarit? What's good with you? You know how to pronounce your name. I might have killed it. Salute to William Old School. What's good with you? I thought Ryan was just about as big as Barrios. Hell no. If he don't duck out, Tank gonna punish him worse than Barrios. This motherfucker keep talking about his height like he never seen Tank fight anybody tall. Anybody tall, let alone Barrios. He keep talking about Barrios. Oh, well, you was losing against Barrios. So you must have seen the fight. You must have seen the fight then. If he was losing, then you seen that he fought somebody the size that you ain't never fight nobody as tall as Barrios or as big as Barrios, Ryan. Ever. You never even fought nobody that has as much skill as Barrios. Ryan never fought nobody that has as much power as Cruz do. But yet he's sitting there bringing up them two fighters like bro, I don't even know. It's only two fighters that I know Ryan fought. 3, you got it to go, which is nobody. 4, to go, which is nobody. And the only reason why I know you fought Fonseca is because Tank had just fought him. And then you fought the last dude you fought, and Luke Campbell. Like, so them motherfuckers ain't nobody. You don't have no record. Never had a title shot. Like, them motherfuckers ain't nobody, yo. They nobody. Was the catch weight fight? Was a catch weight fight. Hold on. Dang, AJ. Hope you get better, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you, Wilm Old School. He's not, because he ain't better than, how the fuck is he better than Barrios? He ain't better than Barrios by far. Ain't nothing he did that's better than no damn Barrios. Barrios would sleep the shit out of Ryan Garcia. You see Barrios' last fight? You see Barrios' last fight, yo? And Ryan will look small as shit in the ring versus Barrios, y'all. I'm not even playing. He'll look small as shit. Exactly. We know Ryan. We know Luke because he got knocked down. To go was his fight coming back. Yes, that was a catchweight fight. To go was a catchweight fight. It wasn't. I think the fight with his last dude that he fought, all these damn F's. What's this? Fortuna. I think the last fight with Fortuna was basically a 140 fight because he came in like 138 or something stupid like that. But the thing is, if 2 pounds is going to weight drain you, yo, you definitely don't need to be in this weight. You should be fighting somebody that's in your weight class. Yes, JD. Barrios was 6 foot when Tank fought his ass. He was 6 foot tall. It was not no damn 5'10". Ryan is 5'10". Did they look the same? No. Ryan is like 5'10", 5'9" or something, 5'10". Barrios ain't no 5'11". That motherfucker is 6 foot tall, probably 6'1" the way he was looking. Shit. That's about it. That's right. That's about it. That's all that is. You a 140-pound fighter that's getting drained. And that admitted that he's getting weight drained at that. I'm going to play Ryan shit. I'm about to play Ryan shit now. Ryan whole ass.
King Rye. Now it's King Ryan. Is this just a maturity thing, Ryan Garcia?
Yeah, we have to emphasize. People got to understand what it is. King Ryan. You know, it kind of confuses people. King Ryan, what is that?
Right.
So I'm like, you know what?
We noticed on the dais.
Nobody gets it. I'm going to make it easy for them. It's just King Ryan.
All right. So many areas we can go because it's such a great fight. It's a career-defining date, and you push to make it happen. I think, you know, you're in a lot of ways, it takes 2 to tango in both fights.
Of the misconception about myself. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make this fight happen. I put the fans and I put the boxing in itself before myself, because a lot of the times during this negotiation, I probably should have said no because of the stipulations he put against me. Obviously, he likes to fight people with no power, so he's trying to weight drain me. No, then a rehydration clause. I can't gain more than 10 pounds. There's a lot of stipulations in there that show.
Now, I'm going to be stopping this quite often. I'm trying not to, okay? Salute to you, man, and water was good with you. Yeah, Ryan 5'10". Ryan 5'10", for sure. Okay. Salute to you, Ricky Williams, TWT in the bit. What is good with you? What's happening with you, family? All right, man. Ryan Garcia, bro. Nobody, Tank didn't make you take this fight. Nobody put a gun up to your head and made you take this fight. Ryan Garcia said 2 fights ago after his fight that he's going to fight Javonte Davis, and they asked him, why are you so adamant basically about fighting Javonte? He said, because I feel like that's the only person that he'll be able to get his full respect off of. Meaning there's nobody else up or around his weight class that if he beats, he will get his full respect from. He believes Javonte Davis is the only person that will give him his glory. Okay? And he's over here saying, well, there's so many things that, you know, that they made me do that I didn't want to do. I should have just got out of the fight. Go ahead and get your crispy ass out the motherfucking fight. Bye. For real. Bye. Because honestly, a lot of people didn't care about this fight. The only person that really the person that pushed this fight together for the first part was you. Ryan Garcia, you didn't stop saying Tank name. You trolled him. You was acting like a bully by calling him, at the same time, calling him a thug and a bully. You was acting like a bully. You never met the dude, never had a conversation with the dude. You did all this lying to be in the position that you in. All of this lying. You was at 135 this entire time. And Tank wanted you to fight years ago when both of y'all was clearly in the weight class. And Linda Elderby said that your ass didn't want to fight. And I already know that shit's true because Oscar De La Hoya said recently that, and I said, I don't even know. I think I sent it to somebody yesterday or 2 days ago when it came out. I had just watched it an hour after it dropped. Fucking Oscar De La, they asked Oscar, if you was going to fight Tank, how would you beat him? He was tongue-tied and she was like, and then everybody just started giggling and he was like, I'm bringing a bat. Yeah, motherfucker. Your idol don't even know how he would beat the motherfucker when they were fighting. Your promoter didn't want this fight. He never did. Never wanted the motherfucking fight. But yet here we are. Ryan Garcia over this bitch crying that he can't come in as a middleweight and shit. Ryan Garcia mad as a bitch that he can't come over 10 pounds and he's acting like Tank made that shit up. The IBF been like that. And I knew that shit from Earl Spence because Earl Spence went for that IBF title and they kept talking about that weight clause, bruh. That's a rule that's been in boxing. That shit ain't made up. He ain't customized that shit. He told you can, regardless, the fight ain't for no title. You didn't have to fight this motherfucker. You want to. And after you fight Tank, you still never fought still never fought for a title out this bitch. Still don't goddamn matter. Salute to you, whatchamacallit. What's good with you? He a real 135 pound. Now he real 140. Now he weight drained. Exactly. And never had one fucking fight at 140 pounds. Salute to you, R. West. What's good with you, 704 Joe? What's good? What's good? What is good? Salute to you, G5. Actually, to be honest, the sanctioning body should have a rule in place that fighters can't enter the ring 10 pounds over their fight weight. Yes, that should be a rule for every damn body. Because for real, you already cheating because you know that you're you already cheating because you know that your ass walk around at a certain weight and you know that you can get down to some shit and fight some smaller guys. You know that shit. You know it, bro. I'm telling you, look, when I was trying to convince my mother that I can fight, I said that shit and my brothers backed me. I said, Ma, I'm going to be in a small weight class. I'm tall. I'm rangy. I said, Ma, I'm not going to get hurt the way you think I am. She didn't believe me. And here I am. She didn't believe me. Ryan Garcia is basing his whole victory on the fact that he's taller and longer and can back straight up and catch Tank coming in. His whole fucking shit. That's what he's putting everything on. Skill don't matter about nothing when it comes to him. Nothing. I mean, and naturally, at the time, I was 5'8" at the time, an inch shorter than I am now. Still was tall, long, rangy, and I was going to be fighting at like 120 some pounds at the time. Like, bruh, who would beat me up? Moms didn't believe me though. You know what I'm saying? But that was my natural weight. Men don't really do that. Women kind of fight at their natural weight. You know what I'm saying? They don't, because it's a lot of time. It's too much stuff that goes on in women's body. We naturally heavier and shit like that. It's no tell sign that you're going to lose 15 pounds for the fight just in a week. Like, I don't know a lot of women that do that. Women try to get on weight ahead of time. Salute to you, Jay Grant Jr. Women try to get on weight ahead of time because we don't got the advantages that men have when it comes to cutting weight. But back to what I was talking about. Ryan Garcia is a hoe. Ryan Garcia is basing everything off the fact that he's tall. That's why he wasn't scared to fight Manny Pacquiao. He was down for it because Manny Pacquiao was short. He instead of getting disrespectful, which I know he wanted to be, and saying I'm gonna knock that motherfucker out with the left hook, 2 rounds, just like Tank. I know he wanted to say it, but he knew he would have lost some fans if he did. So he didn't. But he feels the same damn way. That's why would you say you didn't knock out Isaac Cruz and he was littler than little? Are those the talking points that people have for if somebody wins or not? The size, not boxing IQ, not power, not speed, not IQ, not ring IQ, nothing, not the corner, nothing. And when somebody say something and they're rushed into saying it in a pinch like he was on the podium talking, that was all honesty coming out his face. All honesty. He said that shit to make him mad in a sense, but he believes that shit is true. He thinks since he was small as shit, you should have stopped him. And he probably know without a shadow of a doubt that Tank fist was hurt. But it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? He don't got nothing to say about this damn fight. Salute to you, Zenith 360. We're gonna get it going though. Let's continue this going.
What kind of character he has, his integrity and the will of a competitor he has. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the heart of the champion. Look at him, how he represents himself as a champion. He's not even here. It's been over an hour. I mean, there was like 46,000 people watching, and I was here, and he's still not here. So, I mean, you could take that as he's cool and whatnot, but in reality, if you look at the truth, it's unprofessional and it's pretty whack of a champion like himself.
Wow, we had talked about this. What would the temperature be when you two face off on the stage, which should happen shortly?
All right, I must have put down the wrong number because this video ain't long enough. Ain't that long, so you guys give me a second so I can find this shit. This pissing me off. Hold on. Oh, okay, I found it. That was pure luck. Okay, let me just say. But where did I stop at? 2 minutes and 14 seconds. I'm going to present something else. I wonder if I can I? No, I have to stop it first. I'll start presenting that so I can bring up the answer to what he just said about Tank being late. His little hoe ass, he's fucking he brung the production together or some shit. Like, bruh, chill the fuck out, Ryan. And I love the fact that Tank was like, you supposed to. Yeah, bro. You supposed to be on time. Remember that. All right? California kid, you supposed to be on time. I'm the event. Your ass supposed to be here like garnish on the side, bruh. You the fingers food. I'm the main event. Talking about, as soon as Tank said, you supposed to, he said that shit quick as shit. When 2 came out of Tank mouth, you supposed to, he said, what's that supposed to mean? That's supposed to mean. You know exactly what it's supposed to mean. You know exactly what it's supposed to mean, Ryan. You supposed to be here on time, and you going to be with your punk ass. Wearing them damn dungarees the next fight he had. Salute to Dungeon Talk with Doom. What's good with you? Yes, that shit was funny. Wait, he said that shit quick as hell. What's that supposed to mean? What you mean was it supposed to mean? What the fuck? You know what it's supposed to mean. On some superstar stuff. Tank being super late for the press conference bothered me far more than a hydration clause, because people compared this to Barrios is a false comparison. All right, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna let y'all listen to why Tank was late. Okay, right? Ryan the beer, the bread at Olive Garden. Exactly, yo. You ain't nothing. You ain't shit, son. But listen, Kenny Porter was asked by Javonte Davis to be part of this camp. He explained that. He explained that he worked with Javonte Davis for Isaac Cruz, but he was more or less paying attention to his son because he was fighting Bud at the time. Podcast Porter was fighting Bud at that time. So, with your podcast. Yeah, so he asked him to come in for footwork, and he said that basically the team and all is great, and all he's there to do is to add on to what Tank is doing. He likes everything that is happening in the gym with Tank. He said Tank's looking unbelievable. He's looking absolutely untouchable, and it's a very good look. I liked everything that Kenny Porter said, and I want y'all to know, because people are already, and I know people might saying it. So why are they bringing in people? Because just because they like division and they like fucking up a good thing, people going to probably talk about why or if Coach Calvin needs help or this, that, and the third. Let me say this. Coach Calvin works with a lot of young kids, bro. A lot of young kids. He's not the youngest in the team. He's up there in age, and man knows a lot. And his team is spread out through a lot of kids that he's not related to. Javonte Davis is somebody he put thousands and thousands of dollars into, countless hours, blood, sweat, and tears into him being at this spot right now. So that man got a lot to do. He got a lot on his plate. And he has teams with plural with an S on it. And he admitted to it. He got the people that's on Rise podcast. He has one of his coaches for the fight with Isaac Cruz. I can't remember his name, who he was working with. But the dark skinned man, that he always wears sunglasses, and he was in the corner for Sean Porter when he fought Earl Spence. I can't remember his name right now. But that coach be over there. Like, it's a lot of coaches and stuff that comes and works with Javonte Davis. And he said Javonte Davis walked up to him by himself and talked to him. He was like, so his maturity level's growing. Everything is growing. He had nothing but good things to say about him. And like I said, this is a mouthpiece. And this is what Javonte Davis needed. In my opinion, when he sparred Podcast Porter, I said it. But the first live that I had that Saturday after I seen that shit, I said, I bet money, Javonte Davis be some respect out of Sean Porter's mouth. And ever since then, he don't say nothing but good shit. He don't say nothing but good. There's nothing bad to say about Javonte Davis whatsoever. So this is a power move and a great move at that for Javonte Davis to approach Kenny Porter on his own and talk about him, bringing him into camp. Kenny Porter has admitted that ain't nobody beating him at 135 or 140. It's not happening. He said the man is an ultra athlete. He's straight up talented. Things that he do in the gym, people can't do, period, no matter what you do. People just can't do it. He said he'll somersault into the ring over the ropes without touching the ropes and just laugh about it because he know he's ridiculous. And I believe that shit too. I believe it. It's no reason for Kenny to even say nothing like that. No reason for him to say it unless he did it. Like, bro, the man just got skills. He's just on that level. Salute to you, IB, who I be. Glad you came through. Salute to you, DP Rocker. Been a little minute, TWT in the building. You're challenging a smaller guy, so you already have every size advantage. Exactly. It's reasonable to ensure you don't try to abuse your size advantage further, which is why I always like the IBF. Yep. Like, you're already getting over because Rolly, for instance, Rolly stand on the scale twice and took a picture of the number on the scale and posted it on IG. You can sit there and act like he's lying or he was holding something on it. He admitted that was his weight. Twice, both times. He was 177 and then he was like 180. Both times that he stepped on the scale and took a picture of it and posted it on IG. The man fights at 135. He walks around 35 pounds plus. You're already getting over. It's a lot of fighters that walk around 25 pounds. A lot. There's a lot of fighters that walk around 25 pounds or more and fight 25 pounds under their walk around weight on purpose, faithfully. They stay in that weight class for years. You already getting over by fighting a smaller guy because not all fighters do that. Not all fighters do that shit. So I understand if you want to come in overweight, I understand that because that's your natural walk around weight. You only squeezing down to step on the scale for a couple of minutes so you can fight somebody that's smaller than you. So when it comes to you naturally fighting somebody that's 5'5" and you 5'10", and all you talk about is the fact that you haven't fought nobody tall in years, and a small dude, smaller and smaller, would get knocked out with the hook in 2 rounds. If that's how you feel, why are you bitching about not being able to come in at 160? You can come in at 146. What's wrong with that? That's too small. So the way Earl Spence looked on the scale is too small. The way Kell Brook looked on the scale is too small. That's too small. for Ryan Garcia to fight somebody that he keep talking about is small. That's why he's going to get knocked out. It's the same type of Rolly energy, just with he's trying to just pronounce his words more better, trying to act like he's better than Ryan, better than Rolly. You saying the same shit, just without the cuss words. Nah, that's what Ryan gets for clout chasing Tank for years. Make that way, boy. Exactly. Or get it, go the fuck up. You haven't even fought at 140. You haven't fought nobody that fights at 140. When Tank only fought one time at 140, everybody act like he can fight at 147. This shit crazy as shit. Oh, well, you already fought at 140. Why not fight me at 140? Because you haven't, you bitch nigga. Because you didn't. You need to fight at 140 first. You haven't fought one person that fights at 140 your entire weight class. Salute to you, Tiffany. Salute to you, boxing. Salute to you, Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. What's good with you? Salute, young man. Salute to you. Salute to you, Yagu. What's good with you? If you need to hydrate more than 10 pounds after weighing in, you need to move up. Exactly, but you about to move up anyway. You only doing this once. You only doing it once. Isn't this for all the marbles? You said you want to fight Tank, so you want to get the respect that you deserve without fighting one person for a title. Because this ain't for a title. It's not you without one title fight. What respect you deserve? I've said this shit. I said this shit years ago. Even if Tank loses to somebody a lot bigger than him, I'm not gonna care. You ain't gonna get no respect from me. Fight somebody your size. I say that shit about Shakur. Is a great fighter. Love him. Devin's a great fighter. They're not gonna get full respect from me until they fight somebody taller, bigger, or on their level, or all the above. I need something. Give me something. Give me something. Everybody you fight is smaller than you and not on your level. And you expect me to give you respect over somebody like Javonte Davis? Everybody you fight bigger than him? And he knock out everybody? Bro, come on, yo. This shit is unfair. The way y'all think is even unfair. Suit to you, all the rage, George Page. What's good with you? We all know Ryan Garcia always ducking fades. He ducked the Baker's dozen already. Suit to you, Michael Shrugs. What's good with you? Tell the truth, Isaac. What's good with you? Because Tank said he felt more comfortable at 135 and 130 after the Barrios fight and immediately dropped the belt. So now he got to fight at 140 just because he did it once? Like, come on, bruh. And this is what that was a money fight. It showed a little prestige in my book. You had just fought Leo Santa Cruz at 130. You skipped 130, fought 130. You skipped 135, fought at 140 versus a guy that knocked out everybody he fought at 140. Regardless if he was a secondary champ or not, regardless, you could take away the belt. He still knocked out 7 motherfuckers at 140. He still was a 140-pound fighter. He looked it. He had the record that said it, and he was that big. Right after that, what happened? He moved up to 147. That's how big Barrios was. Like, what are we really doing right now? Ryan going to sleep regardless of the weight anyway. That's facts. That's facts. Ryan wants to fight Tank weighing 150. Ryan, man, honestly, Ryan don't want a clause, period. In my opinion, it's not 2 or 5 pounds. Ryan wanted to come in at whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And it wasn't going to be no welterweight. It was going to be 150 minimum. Yeah, minimum. I was thinking more like 157, 160. That's what he was going to come in at. That's what I was thinking. Because Rolly came in at like 165. Because just like I said, Rolly walks around at 170, 177. So you shave 15, 17 pounds of water weight and fat off of him, he's in fighting shape. And he went all the way down to 135 pounds and made weight and then muscled up to 165. You see Korner Ben, it looked like his juicing. When he took them eggs, it came with a whole bodysuit, tattoos. and a beard. Salute to Just Do. Now that he cut the juicing out, his tattoos don't look the same. The beard gone, not as big. Like, damn. Type of nutrients was that shit giving you? Shit's crazy as hell. When Tank crack his ass, he gonna be thinking of this shit. If Tank was too loose, I would have no. If Tank was to lose, I would have no issue because he constantly at a size disadvantage. Exactly, and nobody want to fucking admit it. That's why Wilder losing didn't bother me. Size matters. Exactly. That's why I'm saying even if Tank loses somebody that's as big as Ryan, I don't care. And I know he ain't gonna lose, but I'm just saying, as far as size matters, bro, you ain't beat him on his level. And who did you beat on yours? That's the question. Who did you beat on your level? Who did you beat your size or bigger with punching power? Who? Shit didn't happen. Salute to you, Shogun. 78. What's good with you? Kiss my Converse. Salute to you, Sean Clark. What's happening? On a good note, those tickets are selling like hotcakes. I think all the tickets are sold out for the public. The other people got the tickets now. You're going to have to get it from them. They got the juice now. It's going to weigh damn near 150. Hey, right. The motherfucker is allowed to come in at 147 and 146 and he mad. He mad. That's what Earl Spence and them weigh in at. 160, 146 point something. He not like from Bud, Earl, Sean Porter, fucking Danny Garcia. All of them is too small for Ryan Garcia to come in at. Against somebody that he keep talking about is small as shit. Ryan don't even talk about Tank's power. I don't really do open panels, JD, but after I'm finished cooking, I might do that. After I'm finished saying what I have to say, I might do that for sure. Salute to you, Michael. He said, preach. Michael D. Stories 87. Salute to you. I definitely appreciate you in the super chat. If they weight class is so bad, he can stay at 140 and fight Matias. Exactly. You can stay at 140 and fight Brandon Lee. Yes, I keep bringing up that motherfucker's name because he's food. All right? He's food. It's a nice little steak. Nice little one, though. A little one. But yeah, I ain't even played this yet. I'm gonna play the reason why Tank was late. This is Kenny Porter. I told you Kenny is a mouthpiece now. This is what he needed. I understand he got a lot of people to talk for him. Tank got people to talk for him, but him bringing back Leonard Elderby was the mouthpiece for everybody. Kenny Porter, another mouthpiece. He need this. Check it out.
Circumstances in the situation. It wasn't one that, and that's another thing. Most people would think that this was Tank's fault, that he was late for that press conference. It really wasn't. It was a scheduling conflict. It was a small window for him to get from Las Vegas to New York, which was no control of his at all. You're going in on red eye the night before the press conference. You land there 7 o'clock in the morning. You got an hour drive plus, you got to get your luggage. You got an hour drive to Midtown New York. And then you haven't had any sleep at all, so you got a sleep deprivation going on, and then it's time for the press conference. So he literally whatever sleep he got on the plane was pretty much it, and then turn right back around after that press conference, jump a flight, and come back over here. So it really wasn't his fault. Not to make any excuses for him, he did the best he could in the situation, but that schedule, that itinerary was just really too hard for anybody to be able to pull off.
Well, did y'all think he has any reason to lie about that? And what did Tank say? Tank said, I ain't getting no sleep. And he didn't even say that. He didn't even say what Kenny Porter said. He took all the blame on himself, just like when his hand was hurt, and his team said after the press conference, man, y'all need to pay attention. Tank is a man's man out this bitch. He's grown. This man grew up. Y'all don't think y'all see it. Salute to you, Sean Clark. Appreciate you in the super chat. He says, salute Queen Ash. Do you think Ryan will try to come in overweight anyway and just take the fine? He'll be risking his bag, but doubt they cancel it. Now, I wrote that down too. Let me see where I wrote it and what the fuck I was going to say about it. Because if it ain't about the money, If it ain't about the money, then how come he won't just come in at whatever the fuck weight he want to come in at and just fight? All right. That way, the people that's backing him, the people that's backing Ryan Garcia, if they backing this BS that they talking about, Tank's weight draining him, and he's unprofessional, and he's been a thug, and if those people are gonna back this dumb shit that Ryan been saying, they're gonna back the fact that he knocked out. You just gotta make sure you knock out Tank. Come in at whatever weight you want to come in at and knock out Tank. I bet you the people that detract, people that don't like Tank and your fans ain't gonna care. They're not going to care if you was weighing whatever. They don't care if you was weighing 168. They don't give a fuck. As long as you knock out Tank, everything's cold and steady. But I heard Leonard Elderby didn't say that it was a hefty fine because he didn't want to. But the guy said it. He was like, do you think it's a hefty fine? And he was like, hell yeah, it's a hefty fine. You got to wait. You come in at catch weight, and then you have a clause for the weight. Of course, it's going to be a hefty fine. You know what I'm saying? Is he going to take it if it ain't about the money? And this is about you getting full credit, regardless of what weight class is at, because you bitching about the weight right now anyway. Why not come in whatever the fuck you want and knock out Tank and have your dreams come true? It don't matter about the weight. That's how I know if he come in under that and he obeyed the weight clause and all that and the rehydration clause, it's about the money. I'm not trying to hear that shit. Ryan is retiring after he loses. I think so. What the hell is it? What else you gonna do? Salute to you, Real Spill Midwest Boxing Talk. Salute to you. What's good with you? If I was Ryan, I would just take the fine. Exactly. Since that's what you want. It seemed like you want to other people to look at you in a certain way. That's why you're doing all this shit. You're doing all this shit because you feel as though Tank is going to give you the respect you deserve. That respect ain't coming from himself. That respect is coming from a bunch of strangers, fans, and old media. That's what the fuck Ryan want. And if that's the case, then come in at whatever you want and make it happen, Captain. But I don't believe that. I don't believe that shit at all. Not for a second. I don't like the Barrios fight to be. I didn't like I didn't like it either. Tank is skilled, but skill can only go so far when you're outsized. Exactly. I don't think Tank can go up to 147. I don't think he should go up to it. Even if he could, I don't think he should. I don't think he should. He don't need to do all of that. I think he will take the fine and they won't cancel. No, they ain't gonna cancel shit. This shit is too big. This about the money. The fight is about the money for the fighters. I don't care what Ryan say. I don't care. Tank about the money. He don't care if you know either. I like how honest Tank is. He doesn't get enough credit for keeping it 100. Yep. Facts, Queen. He doesn't. Nope, they won't. They're gonna be making Tank memes. No bullshit. They're not gonna give a fuck what he was weighing. They're gonna be like, so look what happened. Even Rolly everybody's gonna be happy as shit that Tank got knocked out. They ain't gonna give a fuck about how much he was weighing. They're just like they ain't gonna care if his glove was split open like Bud. They're not gonna care. Okay. Salute to you, being boxing news. What's good with you, Chank? And that's the thing. As long as you knock off somebody on the top that they didn't want on the top, everything's cold and steady. They don't care about shit. Same ones crying for Ryan won't say a thing if Ryan outweighed Tank by 25 pounds. Nope. They ain't gonna say nothing. They ain't gonna say shit. Tank fights on fight night. Tank fought at least a handful of motherfuckers that outweighed him on fight night in the ring by 15 pounds. I guarantee you. Even if Tank was coming in and he was 150 in the ring, the person he was fighting was 165. I'm telling you, it's at least 5 people that did that to him already. At least. Yes, be careful, Ryan. Ryan asked for it, and the people did too. A lot of people asked for this fight, and we about to get it. Ryan isn't as disciplined as Barrios. No, he is not. I don't think it's going to be as competitive as a Barrios fight. Nah, it's not. It's not even going to last as long as the Barrios fight. I'm not going to lie. I would love to see Tank versus Regis. That would be a war. You might see it since Regis ain't never leaving the weight class until he retire out this bitch. I just don't know when, if things get tough, Ryan going to be able to handle it. I hope he retire on his stool. I would like that better. Barrios definitely was big as hell in the fight. Now, salute to you, main biker. What's good with you? My bad. I know I missed you. My bad. But yeah. Ryan don't know what he's talking about when it comes to that shit. You don't know what you're talking about, Ryan. It wasn't his fault, and he over there bitching about it. Well, it just shows his lack of respect, and shows his lack of respect. And bro, you look like an entitled prick in the face when you said that shit. Sad ass. Share. Let's go back to Ryan face ass. Let me see.
He does. Is it already a little icy?
It's not icy, but like, how whack is it? You know, we're already rushing this promotion to make it happen, and then you're not here. You know, we got to rush things for your little issue. So why aren't you here? Like, show that respect for the promotion and for the event that it is.
And the thing is, Tank don't have no issue. The reason why this fight didn't happen years ago is because this Dapper Dan head ass motherfucker didn't want the fight. Your ass was just talking shit. So when Lena Elderby presented the fight to you, yo fucking team, Oscar De La Hoya was like, nah, he a beast. And what happened, Ryan? You and Oscar De La Hoya started bumping heads. You started saying negative shit about Golden Boy, negative shit about Oscar De La Hoya. You was talking about leaving Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy because they didn't believe in your funky ass. Stop sitting there acting like the reason why this fight took so long is because of Tank, because it's not. Y'all should have fought years ago. And about this fight happening right now, your ass is the reason why it didn't happen, because you could have signed this. See, Oscar did not want this fight to happen. Oscar had the fucking contract sitting in his fucking email for weeks. Kept going to cameras and talking about, oh, well, they didn't send me nothing. I haven't heard nothing. So damn much that you had to say in the interview, because they put it out there and said it to media so they'll know about the shit that you lying about. You had to say to media, well, they did tell me it was something in my mailbox. It was something in my email. Bro, what promoter that's looking for a contract don't check his email? You never wanted the fight, bro. You didn't want the fight. You never did. To this day, a couple days ago, they asked you, how would you beat Tank? You said, I'll take a bat in the ring. That's what you said. It's not like it's not even like they said, how do you think Ryan is going to win the fight? Bruh, it's worse for you to say that you can't beat Tank, bruh. That shit's worse, because you better than Ryan Garcia in your prime. The fuck? You couldn't even answer the question. Shit is crazy as hell, bruh. Straight up ridiculous. 10-pound rehydration clause is there because of who you are. All right. It's because your ass don't want to move up to 140, but keep claiming that you're a 140 pounder. You want your first fight at 140 to be Javonte Davis that fight at 135. That shit is ridiculous. And then I had a nerve to say that it's going to give me all the respect that I deserve by fighting somebody in a smaller weight class and making him move up. He the A side. This motherfucker bitching that he flexing. Tank's supposed to flex. Welcome to the big leagues, Ryan. You about to get all that you asked for in April. And I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. No bull. Yes, he does look like a character out of Cool World. No bullshit. Yeah, the tickets are high. I heard people crying about the tickets, bro. But listen, man. I believe the tickets started like $2 something. Tank tickets are always around that price. I went to Tank's fight and my ticket after taxes was $200 and some change. His ticket started $205. And I know dead game, you probably don't know, because there's been a lot of people out here talking about different ticket prices. And I was one of the people, because they got me talking about tickets was going to start at $2,000, but that's not true. Tickets started $205. That's why they sold the fuck out so fast. They knew the rest of the tickets was going to be in the thousands and up in there in the thousands. They knew that shit. That's why that shit sold out so damn fast. I don't know how many tickets was out for the public, but it sold out the same damn day. Like a damn Pearl Jam concert. That shit was sold out quick. You heard? Quick. It's nothing under 900 now? Yeah, bro. Salute to you, Jay. What's good with you? Vegas prices might be different. Vegas is expensive anyway. Like, I don't know. Who fights in Vegas and they tickets are under $100? Who does it? His tickets were started to be $205. So who fights under $100? I thought all of Vegas tickets was going to be expensive because it's Vegas. Like, if you fight in Vegas, they're not going to have a cheap fight. It's not going to be cheap seats. That's honestly what I thought. I never been to Vegas for a fight, so I don't know. But that's honestly what I thought. No matter who the name is, if you're going to go to a card in Vegas, you're going to have to spend a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, whatchamacallit. Who was that said that? Salute to you, Dead Game Boxing. Funny thing is, Ryan keeping that phone book tucked to his chin until that. Oh man, that preliminary. Hold on, wait. Potentiary knife get in his body after that. It's all over for King Rye and Garcia. Now will be called, bro. Oh my God. So I just say what you mean. Hold on, wait. Did I miss anything? I can talk now. Fuck Riri. I hope Tank Morgan Stones is crying ass. Salute to you, Darius the Great. Yeah, let it out, Queen. Let it out, Queen. He be on some whole shit. No bullshit, yo. If it ain't about the money, though. He be on some whole shit. Think I'm done? Yeah, I did all that. Oops. Okay, let's finish this. Let's go back. Let's finish this.
Deserves boxing for that part. So I mean, to me, it just shows, like I said, his character, his integrity.
His face
is showing loud right now.
How hard is it to make 136 right now?
It's hard. I mean, I'm 24 years old.
This is the part that had me fucking laughing, yo. Listen.
Not a little guy anymore. I'm making a lot of sacrifices. Very hungry, very thirsty. I'm on a strict diet.
My nigga said. Bro, Ryan said, I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. I'm very thirsty right now. I'm on a strict diet. Like, you ain't supposed to tell people that. You want somebody to come over there and bring you a value meal quick as shit. Like, somebody get this man some food. All right? How you gonna say? I ain't never heard nobody say they very hungry and thirsty to the damn press. I ain't never heard no shit like that. Oh my God, yo. This motherfucker said that I'm very hungry. Look at his face when he said his eyebrows was up and everything. Look at his face when he said the shit. This motherfucker sad as shit right now.
Not a little guy anymore. I'm making a lot of sacrifices. I'm very hungry, very thirsty. I'm on a strict diet. As you see, I'm already looking good because I'm already cutting weight.
You're already pretty lean.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I'm doing everything I have to do and making every sacrifice you could think of to make this fight happen. And like I said, it just shows his character.
Sympathy.
All right, when you talk about this fight, when you said yes to the matchup, what about Tank Davis forces you to focus the most? What is the key thing you are looking at in terms of your preparation that you have to beat him in this moment, in this area?
Right, you don't look hungry to
April
beat.
22nd.
When it comes to the fight,
stop playing with me. I was about to say, stop playing with me.
Went on our carnival cruise. Hey, look, that's
stop playing with me.
ourselves, you know?
yes, if you look at the face value, it's speed, power, right, timing, it's everything. But in reality, I think it's going to come down to the mind.
And that's
a
why
lot
you're
of the
going to
times
lose.
in my fights,
I
haven't.
Mind. That's why you're going to lose, because it's going to come down to the mind, bro. But you ain't sit there and talk about your intellect at all. The entire press conference, both of the press conferences. Nobody care. Riri pig out after you get your payday, right? Yo, he need to continue to be a model. You can't do that shit. Oh, come on with this internet shit. Happy Meal, exactly. Mickey D's face ass. Ryan making sacrifices to fight a smaller guy. Right. when the whole 140 and Regis is available as fuck. And you, Ryan Garcia, go up there and call somebody out. Shit, you said Regis' name. Regis said, I went to the gym. Right when I heard this shit. Yeah. Y'all peep Ryan say if he can catch Tank and if he can hurt him. Right. That man ain't confident. He better snap out of that baby mindset before he takes a nap. He's gonna have to do something.
He knocked out Hector Luis Garcia in the fight that was meant to prepare him for you. How would you grade his performance? What did you learn from him that night?
No, I didn't really learn much. It's kind of it's a different fight. Obviously, Hector Garcia is around his size as well, height-wise, and it's kind of the usual Tank fight. You know, he gives away the rounds in the beginning to let you kind of blow off steam like most guys do, because you know they got most of the energy in the beginning of the round, so he's not going to take much chances in those rounds. Now his defense is not that good in the beginning of the rounds because I've seen him get hit, but that's kind of his game plan. I'm going to try to deflect as many shots as I can. I'll pick my spots, and then later on I'll start applying smart pressure and start banging away and hopefully land a big shot. But when you have seen that before and can prepare for it, now you have a guy that is not going to blow his steam away, and we're going to play it how we got to play it. And then that's where boxing actually happened. Now it's a boxing fight. Now you got to think in there, because if I hit you, it's not going to feel good. You're not going to want to, you know, keep coming forward and try to take chances. You know, if I find a good shot, 9 times out of 10 it should hurt him. And if not, I just beat him. How about that? How about I just beat him? How about I just
outbox him?
Yeah, how about I just outbox him? I've been boxing since I was 7 years old. I can move. I can dance. I can do a little bit of that. I don't do it because I like knocking people out. But
you got
if
giraffe
I see in the
legs.
fight, I have to do it. I will.
You can go to that gear.
100%.
Because he got giraffe legs, Nick. That's why you can't dance, Nick. Like you got 2 left shoes, though, Nick. You can't do all that shit. It looked like when he stand up straight, like his knees locked, just like a giraffe, chin in the air and all that shit. You is not like that. You is not Lomachenko with the blue suede shoes. You ain't Karen.
All right, I like the vibe here. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I want to say I like the vibe because I can feel in a healthy way that you've got this chip on your shoulder. And when you have, look, as many social media followers as you're going to get a lot of love, and I know you get a lot of hate. What part of your...
Hold on, bro. I already told y'all Ryan is retiring after this fight. That's right. Tszyu, whatchamacallit, said crying, lying, Ryan, and Oscar, we put this fight together. Exactly. When we know Oscar did not want this fight whatsoever. Exactly. Salute to you, it's just boxing. What's good with you? Appreciate you for coming through. Yeah, I sounds good. Salute to you, King Hitman. What's good? It's been a little minute. I remember your thumbnail. I can move. I can dance. No, your ass cannot. No, you cannot. They don't believe him. No, they don't believe. You see how they was looking? They don't believe his ass. Salute to you, Zach B. What's good with you? Thanks for stopping by. He said, so basically he's saying he's going to run from Tank all night. Salute, Ashley. That's right. He's going to back up and try to hit him with the left hook all night. Coming in. That's exactly what he's doing. He says, if I find a good shot, if was a fifth, y'all know the rest. Exactly. Ryan going to sleep, I hope early. How you going to say if I found a fight? You and your team supposed to be practicing to create shots. That's why I say this motherfucker don't know how to put shit together, because you supposed to create in there. That's how I know I was about to say something. That's how I know that if I was a boxer and pro boxer, man, I create. That's what I do. I'm a very creative person. And when it comes to punches and fighting, Mona Lisa, straight up. You got to be able to create. Seriously. And it seems like Ryan don't know shit about that. You look like you don't know shit about that. Hate? What hate? Ain't nobody hate on that zesty ass Ryan. Did anyone see his wife and his sister lying? What? Talking shit after the second? No, I didn't even see that shit. Remember Seinfeld when Ellen would dance? That's Ryan's dance. Ew, no. That shit was horrible. He got like a jerk. She had like a jerk dance in that joint. She's a jerk her body left and right. She was crazy. as he's just trying to survive. Mark my words, yeah. He's going to be trying to, when that fight happens, when that bell ring, he's going to be trying to survive. I just wanted to get caught up in the chat before we continue.
Your game entering this fight, are you most excited to prove the haters wrong on? Because people will say, "Oh, he's great, but he can't take a punch."
I think intelligence and defense. At that, people always say I don't have defense, but I've never seen myself bruised up in a fight.
Because you ain't fight nobody.
Never seen Campbell fight.
Because you
no, but I'm talking about
like
swollen up.
When he said Tank likes fighting people that don't have no power. Ryan, you fought fighters that don't have no power, and the one guy that was your size with no power dropped your ass. That's why I'm trying to say I give respect to fighters when they fight somebody on their level. They got to be on their level, or they got to be your size, bruh. At least your size. And I'm not even gonna give you no credit for fighters being your size because you ain't small like Tank. These motherfuckers is big. Like Shakur, Ryan, Devin, they big. Even if you fought somebody your size, bro, you better watch him the same way you watch a smaller guy. Same thing with like when Shakur fought Kunta, he didn't look the same. It's because Kunta was actually his size. And it looked bad. Like I was mad at that performance. You know what I'm saying? But I watched it all. It was still entertaining to me. But at the same time, like, no, bro. I need you to do better because Javonte Davis will sleep somebody that's on his level than his size. Javonte Davis will sleep somebody that's not on his level and his size. Kunta is not on Shakur's level. They was just the same size. That's it. Devin Haney fought, what's his name? Linares. Linares is not on Devin Haney's level. They just the same size. And both of them didn't have great fights like they do with fighters that's not on their level and smaller. It means something to me.
I caught with one shot. It was a great shot.
Listen to what he said about Luke.
I wouldn't say that's lack of defense. That's a great shot. You know what I mean?
It wasn't great. It wasn't
timed me perfect. He faked me, and he's tall and rangy. Mind you, I hadn't fought a person as tall as me, and I don't even know how long. So when he threw that shot, usually, you back up. You know that.
Ryan said, "I haven't fought a fighter as tall as me." And I don't know how long. Been fighting for damn near. You been fighting for a decade? Haven't you been a pro for 10 years? You sitting here telling me that you haven't fought nobody that tall, which was your height out this bitch. Y'all was the same damn height. That's telling as fuck, bro. That means you purposely not fighting small fighters. In your Teofimo Lopez voice. Nakatini, he was tall, or whatever the Japanese guy. After the fight, he was like, "No more tall fighters, man. Y'all some punks, man. No bullshit. Out here fooling the public. Y'all some punks. No bullshit. Trying to call Tank names, bro. Get the fuck out of here. That shit trash, bro. No bullshit. Their whole thought process on behind why Tank fights and why Tank does what he does in the ring and how he comes to a victory is dumb. That shit trash. No, he does not hope he lands shit. Tank don't hope he lands nothing. If that motherfucker luck was that good, he wouldn't need to be a fighter. He just played a fucking lottery. That shit's stupid as hell. That's what you do. You hope something fucking hits somebody. Face ass. You hope that something lands and hurt a motherfucker. Because that's what the hell you just said. Let's continue.
The distance. Right. He cracked. I wasn't reading the range right there.
Okay.
I'm used to smaller guys at my weight class.
Yes, you are.
So he caught me with a very tricky shot, and everybody's been trying to land that shot since.
Tricky.
And they have not landed it.
Through a jab to the body and then straight up top.
That's not an easy shot to land.
Not easy.
You got to reach and you got to come in. Smaller guys, that's a lot of ground to cover. So I'll catch them before they come in.
I'll catch them before you come in.
Those little things people kind of miss, but I don't think I have a lack of deep.
I'll catch him coming in. That's you betting this whole fight in Javonte Davis and smaller motherfuckers because you think you can do what you did to Fonseca to them. Fonseca is a C-class fight, C- at that. Fonseca ain't nobody fought his whole career in Mexico. He came down here, fought Tank and your black ass, your white ass. Tank and you. Those are two people he fought. And I think he fought Tevin Farmer. Like, Tank gave this motherfucker a career in the U.S. and he went back to Mexico. No offense. But it is what it is. People do all kinds of weird and undetectable stuff to make weight to keep an advantage. Facts. Fury just admitted he beat Wilder because he has a 50-pound size advantage. Exactly. And did it on purpose. He told everybody he was going to gain weight on purpose. And then, bro, come on now. And then got on the fucking scale with all them damn clothes on. I don't believe just because you make weight, you're not a weight bully. That's BS. I think the term weight bully is taken out of content, and it shouldn't be put towards certain fighters. But I do believe people purposely come in. People that walk around at a big weight, they do the most that they can, spend a lot of money, kill themselves to make a smaller weight just so they can come in at a sizable advantage, shit on the fighter, beat them up, and then talk like they're the best ever. That's the worst thing about this weight shit. So a fighter having a weight a rehydration clause, man, I don't see nothing wrong with that. All fighters should have that type of clause if the fight is being at a catch weight. If this fight was at a regular weight, okay, that would have been fine. But it's at a catch weight. Of course there's a rehydration clause for his big ass. I was going to say something else. I just forgot. Hey, Ash, I've been listening while driving the rig. I just want to say BFTB would be so proud of this live. Why you say that? Wasn't nothing tricky about that shot. I don't know why you say that. David Benavidez is the definition of a weight bully, in my opinion. Yeah, it's a big motherfucker. You should be fighting at a bigger weight class, yo. Like, you down this bitch because you don't fully believe in your skills, your chin, and your power. Period. Like, it's cool. It's called boxing. But the people that don't have to do that, they get the highest respect from me. And Javonte Davis is definitely at the top of that list. Mark my words, Ryan is going to run the moment he gets hit, and he will run the rest of the fight. And just, bruh, I believe that. I believe that cold-heartedly. And the fact that Ryan Garcia is probably looking at it like you know how when a fighter is undefeated and they get stopped for the first time, just like when Tank stopped Leo Santa Cruz and he came back kind of better than ever, or he stopped Barrios and Barrios did move up and weight, came back looking better than ever. Bruh, I just feels like a lot of that anxiety and stress or second thoughts get wiped away after they be in that tough situation. That's like having somebody ask you, what would you do in this certain situation? And you think to yourself, like, I ain't never been in that situation. I don't know. You can say and what you think you would do, but you don't know because you ain't never been in this situation. The fact that he got dropped by Luke Campbell and got up, persevered, and won the fight by stoppage, that's why he was in the ring. They was wheelbarrowing his ass. It looked like they was having a little threesome, foursome or whatever. And Canelo got in the ring and he jumped on Canelo's bones and Canelo was like, get the hell up off me. Because all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he really thinks that it's like the same type of thing with anybody. I got dropped and I got up and I still won. Yeah, but styles make fights, and Luke Campbell just stared at you after he dropped you. He didn't approach you trying to finish you. He didn't throw a lot of punches. And Luke Campbell, in my opinion, only got 2 punches in the stable. He got a jab and a straight. He don't throw hooks like that. And I've never seen Luke Campbell throw an uppercut in my life. He's a 1-2 fighter. That motherfucker throws a jab and a straight. And he dropped you just from having 2 punches in his wheelhouse. And he's not a puncher. It's not the same. If he get hit hard by Tank, he's going to get dropped. He's going to fall. And you're not going to get up thinking it's going to be cool. He's going to rush the shit out you. And I know you're going to throw that left hook out of desperation. He's still going to rush you. He's going to hit him earmuffs up like you do to everybody. And Tank can honestly keep the right hand up since all he got is a left hook and throw his lefts to the body. Tank, Ryan, you ain't like that. And you know it. You're not like that. And the crazy thing is, when Tank fight people, they always ask Tank opponent, what do you think about Tank's power? How do you think you're going to negate this and that? They didn't even ask Ryan about Tank power, bro. Y'all are not ready, and your fans is making sure your ass is not ready. Old media ain't doing you a favor, Ryan. They're not. B-Hop ain't doing you a favor. He getting paid for saying what he's saying, but he don't care if you win. No bullshit. Don't think you got fans in this bitch. You don't. Wasn't nothing tricky about that shot. Facts. Nothing. Salute to you, Sean Clark, in the super chat. Again, he said people talk about Tank's power versus Ryan's power, but if we're talking about ring IQ, disguised work, footwork, or chin, there's no comparison. Facts. Salute to you in the super chat. Facts. That's why I say we won't know how good Benavidez and some other people are until they fight someone closer to their size. Exactly. It usually shows up in the fight. Thank you. And people be thinking I be hating on fighters when I say that, because Tank ain't a part of that. But Tank ain't, motherfucker, it's not a lot of fighters that's 5'5". He did fight a lot of people taller than him. He ain't supposed to be in that category. Tank ain't fighting at 118, bullying people. He fight at 135. He not in that category. In my opinion, it's a lot of fighters that can be fighting 2 weight classes above their weight class right now. A lot of fighters. Don't even need to name names. Sometimes it can make you or break you. We seen it go both ways. Ryan's lack of mental toughness has me leading towards breaking. Exactly. Hold on. Let me go up. Salute to you, K-Ride. What's good with you? 7435. What's good with you, Ash? One thing that I have been hearing from other channels like KO, ETB, and BFTB is that Ryan is basically doing damage control to diminish his loss to Tank primitively. Yeah. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. So salute to you, Shogun. I mean, but I've been saying this shit about Ryan Garcia for years, bro. And nobody was with me. I don't care. Including the 3 people, including them. None of them people was with me saying what I was saying 5 years ago. And they can say whatever they want to me about it. I don't care. They wasn't saying what I was saying 5 years ago. And I've been saying this shit. People wasn't agreeing with me. They was making videos talking about how Tank ducking them. So it is what it is. And 5 years ago, shout out to KO, but he wasn't around. So it is what it is. What if Tank knocks him out in the first? And that's what happens. I heard Javonte Davis say that he want to take him to deep waters and drown him. And since when Tank says stuff like that, I kind of changed the round that the fight's going to be over, simply for the fact that that's what the fighter wants to do. Now, if he was coming in here just to get the fight over, it would be different. But it's a lot of animosity behind this fight. It's a lot of things that's been saying. Ryan Garcia made mama jokes. Ryan Garcia said a lot of things in the last few years that's going to make Tank not want a one-shot knockout the same way that he said about Rolly. He didn't want to one-shot knock out Rolly. He didn't want to do that. He wanted to punish Rolly. And that's what he wanted to do with him. So I'm looking at a 7-round, probably less fight. But at the same time, and it could be longer because Tank wants it to be longer. You know, Tank can actually make the fight look into still entertaining and really not do that much just because he's who he is. Like a man flashy, look good, he entertaining in the ring. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, like I really think though a big part of me is just in the back. But a big part of me is like Tank can think whatever he want to take him to deep waters all he want. But in all honesty, the same thing can happen with Rolly. He can throw a shot, land flush on Ryan, and knock his ass out on mistake. I feel like the same shit can happen that happened with Rolly. Salute to your Underground Asylum. What's good with you? I feel like the same shit can happen. I feel like he can hit him with a body shot that he really didn't put all of that on there, and fucking Ryan take a knee. I believe shit. I believe it can happen. Tank measured him in the face off when he touched his chin. Ryan getting murdered. Exactly. Whatchamacallit says, besides Cruz being small, Tank had to pick his shots, and with 2 hands would put him down like Gamboa. Yeah, he would have. Ashley, I'm going to the Virgil Ortiz fight for my B-Day in Texas. Okay, bet. When is that fight? When do we fight? Brian King B. Fulton, what is good with you? He said, what's up, Ashley, in the chat? What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, he did. He measured that ass up. No, he ain't as tall, and he did get G-checked. Did. He definitely did. All right, let's continue with this, yo. It's been over 2 hours. We're gonna wrap it up after this.
Defense, and I think that's gonna be shown this fight when Javonte has a little bit of trouble hitting me, more than he thinks.
It was interesting as he was asking me what's been the biggest change in, not so much, I mean, it's not like you radically transformed from going to Eddie Reynoso to Joe Goosen, but in your mind, what's the biggest difference now that you're training with Joe when you see yourself in sparring? How do you feel different? Because it looks to me like some of the decision making is better. I do think the defense is better. It just looks cleaner to me.
Yeah. When I was with Canelo's camp, I felt like I had more of a immature mindset where I'm just gonna go blast this guy. You know, I'm gonna walk through anything, I'm gonna blast him. And I don't have that mindset so much more. It's more like, you know, we're gonna play the game how it's supposed to be played. Boxing is supposed to be played this way. We're gonna respect the game, and we're gonna do things the right way. I have the power, have the speed, but let's put it all together and let's box, right? Because before I'm throwing hooks like Canelo, I kind of had the same kind of movement, you know what I mean? Which was good at the time for sure, especially for the Campbell fight. You know, you had to go get him. He's a great boxer.
Right.
But now for this fight, you need everything. So I think, but it's part of the transition with Joe, but it's also a transition to myself.
Yo,
he's realizing that
this motherfucker say whatever that sound good, bro.
You know what I mean? I'm actually surprised. I landed the same shot to Fortuna.
You already
which
said
really opens up so many other doors for other shots. And
you already said. Let me rewind that back a little bit just now, because I forwarded it so y'all can get to this last part that I wanted to play. But listen to what he just said.
I'm actually surprised. I landed the same.
I'm actually surprised.
Shot to Fortuna, which really opens up so many other doors.
This motherfucker be surprised that he lands shots.
You don't know if he's gonna go to the head or the body.
He be
or around the ear.
That he lands shit.
So yeah, you could look for the hook, but now that I have a really good body shot, it really helps my element of surprise. You know what I mean? I'm actually surprised. I landed the same shot to Fortuna, which really opens up so many other doors for other shots, and including the right hand. I actually have a strong right hand, and now my right hand is fully back.
Yeah, Joe was just telling us the sparring partners are like, yo, like everyone is thinking left hook. That right hand.
My right hand's heavier, my left hook is sneakier. Which one knocks people out? It's the sneakier one.
Right.
So this one has enough power to knock you out because it's so sneaky. But this is heavier. If you get hit with this, even if you see it, it hurts. It's like, so how you hit me with? You know what I mean? But this, you won't see it. It don't matter. I don't care who you are.
Do you think you have the best left hook in boxing?
I mean, there's a lot of people that have great left hooks. I think what you've seen in my fights, you could have a very strong argument. I do. But a lot of people have good hooks, but mine seems
up there.
Seems to be knocking people out.
It seems to work really well.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised. I'm like,
you knock out nobody's in the Fortuna that want to retire,
bro. Like,
Duno,
I was like, dude. You just went out. I'm like, dang, it is pretty sneaky, though. I'll give it that.
Bro.
Would you say we sometimes talk about narratives in the sport overall, and I think this fight emphasizes that the younger fighters of this generation, and you're in a lot of ways the face of that at age 24, to use the term we throw around too often, they want all the smoke. You're facing Tank Davis right now, not 4 or 5 years from now. Does this start a trend? Do you see this like we do where
Bolton and Inoue?
You know, it's like the American young fighters are just like, nah, man, we're not waiting. We're not waiting to Mayweather Pacquiao 5-year build to get there. We want it now. How do you speak to that?
I think I speak to that staying true to myself, obviously. Not letting the business of boxing persuade me in from my morals, I guess you could say, or my character. My character is to fight the best. Yeah, I could have milked this a little bit more, but again, then I'm going against myself. Yeah. So does it start a trend? I don't know, because I only can speak for myself.
But you can lead by example.
I can lead by example, just kind of like how I did with, speaking up about mental health. People, fighters in their style felt more comfortable to say, you know what, something's going on here. You got to remember, we get hit in the head for a living. You know what I mean? There's going to be a little bit of mental health issues. You know what I mean?
Shut up.
You notice back in the day, if you don't speak about or you don't handle it, you end up acting out hurting other people. You know what I mean?
That's important.
Hurt people.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, it's like, I don't want to act out. I don't want to hold this in.
I'm sorry, yo, regardless if it's true or not, when he said it had to hurt people. Man, shut your fucking soft ass up. He soft as I don't know what, yo. No bull. Dude soft. Soft. SOF capital T. My bad. Hold up, bro. Okay. Okay. My bad. Had to do that. Bring up this back. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. The show. Ryan Garcia is crying already about some shit. Even though he wanted this fight, even though he knew that he had to make weight, but he's crying about the weight right now. He didn't have to do none of that shit. You still don't have to fight Tank. Well, you do now after you signed it and shit, but you didn't have to. When you seen that shit on the paper, you didn't have to do this shit. Like, you came into this shit knowing that you was gonna be bitching about the terms. No bullshit. You knew you was gonna be bitching about the terms. But when people talk about Ryan Garcia versus Tank, they talk about it very one-sided. You know what I mean? They only sit and really harp on, you know, what Ryan does well and the fact that Tank don't do this, and Tank, everything that you say about Ryan, you can say in reverse. If you was a Tank fan, all you do is switch some words around and you can say the exact same thing, and it actually fit more with Ryan Garcia than Javonte Davis. Everybody talking about Ryan Garcia's left hook. Even he talking about his left hook. Everybody talking about his left hook that makes content that's a Ryan Garcia fan. Like Javonte Davis isn't a southpaw. Y'all are talking about Ryan Garcia's left hook like Tank isn't a southpaw with more knockouts and a bigger percentage knockout rating with better fighters that he knocked out on his record. He is southpaw. So you talking about his left hook, but everything Tank throw with his left got more power on it. Hold on. I don't know. I just don't see this fight happening. I can see Ryan getting anxiety and pulling out, and he'll never fight again, in my opinion. So around 8+ rounds, if Ryan put both hands out in front of him when stepping back and feel himself against the ropes, not knowing how to clinch and smother punches, Tank has a shot in the clinch. Yep, and to the body, and he don't have no ring IQ. So yeah, he definitely can get caught on the ropes trying to back the hell up. For real. Coaches working on special clinch shot. They probably are. And just like, Tank coming out the clinch when he I don't even know who showed that shit, but I remember it. Anyway, I don't remember whose live I was on, but I remember watching the fight. When he came out the clinch, when he was fighting the one guy, Nunes or whatever, on the second round or whatever, and he hit him with that damn left, and 5 seconds after that, the fight was over. People don't really clinch Tank. And the only time that I've seen Tank allow a clinch is when he fought Gamboa, because Gamboa just wasn't doing shit. He was just leaning on him. And the one time that Tank got comfortable and relaxed his shoulders and arms and allowed him to clinch, that's the one time Gamboa threw a 2 or 3-piece combination and it hit Tank flush, and Tank just looked at him like, really? So that's when you want to throw punches? You ain't throw punches the last 5 rounds, but once I get calm in the clinch and put my hands down, that's when you want to throw it when I'm off guard. Okay, bang. And the shit didn't do shit. Punches didn't do nothing. After that fight, Ryan is going to be a model for Abercrombie. He is a model for him. He's a model for them right now. He's been one. Man in Water says, wouldn't it benefit Ryan having a good left hook against the southpaw since the distance is shorter? Yes, and that's what him and his fans is betting on. Yes. And that's what he's betting on. But Ryan Garcia knows now, and his team and his coach knows. That's why they keep talking about the right hand and how his right hand is stronger, how his right hand is this, that, and third, because they know that they've talked about that hook one too many goddamn times. So now Tank knows that you only got one punch to look out for. When it comes to A-class fighters, one punch is not going to cut it. Unless you disguise that punch very well. Even if you land it once, does not mean you're going to get the desired reaction out of it. And you got to land shit flush nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Well, not nowadays, but with Javonte Davis. You got to land shit flush with him because them shits ain't going to do nothing. Ain't nothing did nothing yet. We haven't seen him wobble. None of that shit dropped. Nothing. So you're gonna have to do a lot for that shit to change, yo. You're gonna have to do a lot. And yeah, what he's betting on is Tank reaching to the body like Francisca did, or whatever his name is, from Francisca, or whatever his name, from Mexico, that he knocked out with that left hook in the second round. That's what he thinks Tank's gonna do. It's the same thing, same thought process I had when it was said Earl Smith was going to fight Manny Pacquiao, and it was like that jab ain't gonna work. They're gonna run out. Like the whole conversation for like 3 days was about the jab, and I just burst. I blew up. What the fuck makes you think he need to use it? Earl don't have to use the jab. And then what happened after that? He fought what's dude's name? He fought Ugas, and he didn't use the jab. You didn't use it. I said, see, Javonte Davis has showed us at least 4 different styles. At least. He's the most versatile fighter. Yes, Francisco, man out of water. Facts. That's who I'm talking about. Salute to you, Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley. I always do you like that. Salute to you, Ricky Samuel. Tank is knocking Riri the fuck out. No bullshit. Tank is a monster on the inside. You got to be careful. He don't slip the clinch and land clean on your chin. No bullshit, yo. And the thing is, with punches with long arms, a lot of their power be at the end of their punch. You got to be at the end of that punch or mid-range for them to punch through your skull, right? When it comes to somebody with short arms, like Mike Tyson, like Javonte Davis, they punches, no matter if it hits you mid-range at the end of their punch or in the clinch on the inside, all that shit's gonna hurt you. You're gonna feel it. Especially if you a power puncher, you're gonna feel it. And he a power puncher, so he definitely gonna feel that shit, yo. Definitely gonna feel it. But people talking about Ryan's left hook like Tank's not a southpaw. Like Tank don't have one. That's why Tank showed him his left hook 3 times in the press conference. Oh man, and Tank a southpaw with 1 punch knockout power in his left and his right. He got a left straight and a left uppercut, 1 punch knockout power. And Ryan got a hook that only knocked out one person when he hit him with it to the head, and he didn't even knock him out. He stopped Fortuna, but he didn't put that motherfucker to sleep. I mean, damn, not Fortuna. You know what I'm talking about. The only person he put to sleep was Fonseca. The guy that reached in, that telegraphed and looked at his body and didn't see the punch coming and got knocked out by that hook. That's the only motherfucker you 1 punch stopped and knocked out with the hook. He has not knocked out anybody with any other punch. It's always the left hook to the head or it's the left hook to the body. It's never a straight with the right. It's never an uppercut or a hook with the right. It's nothing. Nothing. It's just a left hook. That's all the motherfucker got, bro. And people talking about Ryan hand speed like Tank doesn't have any. Like Tank don't got no hand speed. You see how one-sided it is? Y'all worried about Tank hand speed, but didn't think about who Ryan fought with hand speed. So Tank is the only person that got to worry about power and speed, and Ryan don't have to worry about power and speed. Never fought nobody with as much power as Tank, and never fought nobody as fast as Tank. Physically, the whole body, fast feet or fast hands. He never fought nobody with that's a whole package ever. Salute to you, Miss Knockout Boxing 86 TV. What is good with you, Queen? That Tank gonna try that body. Hopefully, Ryan bought some of them Oscar ABs. What? Ryan's lack of experience is gonna hurt him. That's right. That's for sure. That's for sure. Tank has a nasty overhand right for Ryan's ass, right? Ryan stepped inside to deliver. Tank can slip it and deliver that right hand. he knocked the shit out of Gamboa with. Right. Hold on. Great boxing talk. You break it down on both sides. I appreciate you, yo. We finna get on up out of here, though. But, and the reach, the height. People was talking about Ryan's height and reach like Tank hasn't fought and stopped bigger guys. That's bigger, taller than Ryan Garcia, bigger than Ryan Garcia, and fighting with a longer reach than Ryan Garcia. He already did that. In my opinion, yo, Ryan Garcia is like Pedraza when it comes to the height and reach. Bro, it's not nothing special. He already did that shit. Salute to you, KO. What's good with you, knockout? He already did that shit. That shit already done. But when Oscar basically said he should take a bat in the ring, you basically said that he should cheat out this bitch. And people need to stop listening to B-Hop. B-Hop is a liar, okay? It's a liar. Straight up lies. B-Hop is a fucking liar. B-Hop said Philly and Maryland is like an hour away from each other. No, they are not, bro. Yo, DC is like an hour away from like Baltimore and shit like that. Like DC's close to Maryland. Philly is not close to Maryland like that. He was lying out his ass when he was like, that's how close we are. So he was lying when he said that he's sure that Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis sparred a bunch of times. At least 3 or 4 or 5 times. No, they didn't. They never sparred each other. Yo, B-Hop is a liar. It's a liar. No bullshit. Don't believe shit that motherfucker say. He be straight up lying out of his mouth. Don't believe nothing he's saying. Oscar De La Hoya is fishnets. Fuck that. His whole team is trash. I wouldn't believe nothing that they say. Nothing. But I think that is it, folks. We done covered damn near it all. I don't think I got anything else to say on the topics, bro. We've been here an hour and 20 minutes, man. I'm about to get on up out of here. I appreciate everybody that came through this joint. Yes, Philly is like 2 hours and a half away, bro. It's not an hour. Y'all is not, Philly is not that close to Maryland. Stop it. Stop it with the BS. And Ryan Garcia kind of admitted that was his first time seeing Tank is when they seen each other in the club a couple months ago. So when the hell did they spar each other? Talking about, I'm sure they sparred. Bro, you are full of shit. They're an hour away from each other. You're full of shit, bro. Maryland and PA is not a little, that shit is a trek out this bitch. It's 2 hours and a half drive. You need to stop listening to him when it comes to him capping for a fight. Because you know he getting paid to say certain shit. That motherfucker is capping. He be full of cap. Salute to everybody that came through. Go ahead and hit that like button before you get on up out of here. I appreciate everybody that came through. I should be going live on Monday with 78 Sports TV over on his channel. I believe 11 p.m. Eastern time. Go over there and check me out then. Other than that, I'll see you next Saturday, every Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern time. Salute to everybody that came through. Thanks for everybody who gave a super chat, and we'll see you